Welcome back, everyone, to the Asheville Vedic Astrology YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ryan's Vedic Astrology. It's been a long time, so I appreciate your patience hanging around. And in case you've forgotten, my name is Ryan Kurzak. I'm the author of the Art and Science of Vedic Astrology series, co-authored with Richard Fish, one of my teachers, and also the founder of the Asheville Vedic Astrology Apprenticeship Program, which is now being offered as an intensive 2-year course of study. I wanted to reintroduce myself back to the world of teaching with a series on the best and worst planets in Vedic astrology. So stay tuned to this channel for more information on the best and worst planets in Vedic astrology. This inspiration came about after having a conversation with one of my spiritual elder sisters, a Kriya Yoga teacher as well, who kept encouraging me to return to teaching. We are also scheduling a event in California in spring of 2023, a 3-day workshop, thanks to her inspiration and support. So stay tuned for that as well. But what we're going to begin talking about today is this idea of the best and worst planets in Vedic astrology. And there will be multiple videos within this series because there's a lot to cover. So this is more of an introduction than anything else. First of all, when we think about the best and the worst planets in Vedic astrology, we have to realize that there's no black and white. For example, certain planets work well for certain people, and certain planets don't work well for other people. And that's based on a whole host of different variables. And this is one of the reasons why the 2-year Asheville Vedic Astrology Apprenticeship Program, in my mind, is so important, because by going through that program, you learn how to qualify just how a planet is going to function for each person, for each ascendant. Now, what are we going to review in this series? Mainly, we're going to consider things such as how do benefic planets function? Are benefic planets always good? How do malefic planets function? Are malefic planets always bad? And many of you have gone through Jupiter cycles or Venus cycles, and things haven't gone so well for you. And you question your astrologer, wondering, why did it go this way? Well, it's because while Venus and Jupiter are benefic planets, depending on how they're situated in the chart or how they relate to your ascendant, that's going to color what they do, and it's not always a good thing. Similarly, some of you might have been told that you're getting ready to go through a terrible Rahu cycle or a terrible Saturn cycle, and it ends up that you have quite a lot of success going through these cycles. Of course, there's going to be stress and struggle because that's what a malefic does. But as you come out the other end, you feel stronger. Your business is more successful. You're a more mature person. And this is because malefic planets can play a very positive role within the chart. And again, this leads to the idea that the ascendant is an important thing to consider. In the Asheville Vedic Astrology Apprenticeship Program, we focus on this primarily in the course on yogas and yoga judgment and figuring out how yogas such as royal yogas, Raj yogas, and so on are going to manifest within a person's chart. And it all boils down to what is your ascendant and how do those planets relate to the ascendant. We also need to consider what is the purpose of each planet, because each planet has a role to play. Each planet has something to contribute to our lives. And while a planet might do something difficult in one area of life, it might be profoundly supportive in another area of life. So here we start to see the nuances of each planet. I also want to take some time in this series to explore the best planets for health and the best planets for success, and the supportive planets which lead to greater health and greater success. So all of this will give us insights into the light and shadow, the color and shade within a chart, so that when we look at a chart, when we begin to understand how the planets function, we're not going to look at them in a binary fashion or a black and white fashion. We'll be able to understand the nuances. we'll be able to understand how they play out through time. So again, this series is meant to be a support for the Asheville Vedic Astrology Apprenticeship Program and those students. But we're making it public because I think it can be helpful in a very general way to anyone who's studying astrology. Okay, well, stay tuned. And again, if you want to learn any more about the upcoming live sessions that are going to be planned for 2023, please go to ashevillevedicastrology.com, follow the blog, and those should be announced within the next month and a half or so, the dates and locations. Also, if you're interested in learning more about becoming a Vedic astrologer through the Asheville Vedic Astrology Apprenticeship Program, you can go to vedic-astrology.teachable.com, but I will put these links down in the bottom of the video as well. So hang on to your seats. We'll have a few more videos on the way, exploring the best and the worst planets in Vedic astrology.